Hello, friends. Here's something most seniors don't realize. The Social Security Administration does not apply the same rules to everyone. Depending on the year you were born, your full retirement age is different, your claiming options are different, and the mistakes that can permanently slash your monthly check are different. Right now, in 2026, there are people in every one of these groups receiving less than they're entitled to. There are others about to make a decision they can never undo. And in almost every case, the reason is the same. Nobody sat down and explained what the rules actually are for their specific birth year. Today I'm going to fix that. Find your group. Listen to what applies to you. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to check and exactly what to do about it. Stay all the way through, because Group 4 has a $100 per year mistake hiding in your earnings record that almost nobody catches in time. My name is Joshua Boss, and this is Senior Benefits Decoded, where we make government benefits simple. The rules around Social Security change constantly, claiming ages, earnings limits, Medicare premiums, overpayment policies. And when they change, the SSA does not send you a personal letter explaining it. They change the policy and expect you to already know. The people subscribed to this channel find out in time. The people who aren't tend to find out after. After the wrong claiming decision, after the deadline, after the money is already gone, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's get into it. Group 1. If you were born between 1943 and 1954, you are between 72 and 83 years old. You've been collecting Social Security for a while. Your full retirement age was 66. And at this point, most people in this group assume there's nothing left to check. That assumption is costing some of you real money every single month. Let me tell you about Dorothy. Dorothy is 78 years old, lives outside Cleveland. Her husband Frank passed away in 2019. Dorothy never asked IRMAA to compare her own retirement benefit against her late husband's record. She just kept collecting what she was already getting, $1,420 a month. Last year, her daughter pushed her to call SSA and ask. Turns out Frank's record would have paid Dorothy $2,180 a month as a survivor. That's $760 more every month. The difference Dorothy missed out on over 6 years. Over $54,000. Gone. The SSA does not automatically put you on the higher benefit. You have to ask. If you lost a spouse and you have not specifically asked SSA to pull both figures and compare them directly, there's a real chance you've been leaving money on the table for years. Call SSA at 1-800-772-1213 and ask them to compare your retirement benefit against your survivor benefit and put you on whichever one is higher. That phone call could be the most profitable hour of your year. The second issue for this group is Medicare, specifically the IRMAA surcharge. If your income was higher in a previous year because you sold a property, did a Roth conversion, or had any one-time income event, Medicare may still be charging you extra based on that old income. IRMAA surcharges range from an extra $70 to nearly $500 on top of your standard Part B premium every single month. The form to appeal it is SSA-44, and it exists specifically for people whose income has dropped due to a life-changing event, including the death of a spouse. If you're paying more than $202.90 a month for Medicare Part B right now, ask why. Group 2. If you were born between 1955 and 1959, you are between 67 and 71 years old. This is the most critical group in 2026. Because the rules are different for every single birth year in this range, and most people do not know their specific number. Let me say that again. Your full retirement age is different from your neighbor's full retirement age, even if you're only 1 year apart. Here's the breakdown. Born in 1955, your full retirement age is 66 years and 2 months. Born in 1956, 66 years and 4 months. Born in 1957, 66 years and 6 months. Born in 1958, 66 years and 8 months. Born in 1959, 66 years and 10 months. Write that down. That's your number, not 66, not 67, your specific month and year. Why does this matter so much right now? Because people in this group are making or have just made their claiming decision. And the difference between getting it right and getting it wrong is permanent. If you claimed at 62 with a full retirement age of 66 and 6 months, meaning you were born in 1957, your benefit was reduced by approximately 25.8%. That reduction stays for the rest of your life. On a $2,000 monthly benefit, that's $516 less every single month. Over 20 years, that's $123,000 gone. The SSA does not warn you about this lifetime impact before you claim. They just process the application, and the reduced number becomes your new normal. For people in this group who have not yet claimed, listen carefully. If you're past your full retirement age and still haven't filed, every month you delay earns you an additional 2/3 of 1% permanently. That's about 8% per year. Between your full retirement age and age 70, you can accumulate up to 24 to 32% more per month for life. On a $2,000 benefit, that's potentially $640 more every single month forever. No investment in America gives you a guaranteed 8% return like that. And one more rule for this group. If you're currently working while collecting Social Security before full retirement age, the earnings test applies. In 2026, if you earn more than $24,480 in a year, SSA withholds $1 for every $2 over that limit. Here's the part nobody tells you, that withheld money is not gone forever. SSA recalculates your benefit upward once you reach full retirement age. But if you don't know the rule exists, the withholding feels like your check just disappeared without warning. Group 3. If you were born between 1960 and 1965, you are between 61 and 66 years old. For everyone in this group, full retirement age is exactly 67. And right now, the most important thing for people in this group is understanding exactly what happens if you claim before that. Let me say this clearly. Claiming at 62 with a full retirement age of 67 reduces your monthly benefit by 30%, permanently. On a $2,000 monthly benefit, that's $600 less every single month for the rest of your life. Over a 20-year retirement, that's $144,000 in cumulative losses compared to waiting until 67. The SSA processes the early claim without warning you about the lifetime cost. They ask if you understand your benefit will be reduced. You say yes. The reduced amount becomes your permanent number. But there's a claiming option this group almost never hears about. If you apply after reaching full retirement age, you can request up to 6 months of retroactive payments. SSA pays you as if you had applied up to 6 months earlier. On a $2,000 benefit, That's a lump sum of up to $12,000 with your first check. The trade-off is a slightly lower ongoing monthly benefit since your start date moves back. For some people, that lump sum is worth it. For others, it's not. But the option exists, and almost nobody asks for it because nobody tells them it's there. For people in this group still 5 or 6 years away from claiming, stop everything and do this one thing this week. Go to SSA.gov, create your My Social Security account if you don't have one, and open your Social Security statement. Compare the earnings listed for every year against your own records. One incorrect year. An employer who submitted the wrong payroll amount in 1995. A freelance year that didn't get recorded. A job that closed and whose records were never transferred. Reduces your monthly benefit by approximately $100 per missed year. Find the error now while you still have time to correct it. Do not discover it after you've already claimed. Group 4. If you were born in 1966 or later, you are 60 or younger. You are not close to claiming Social Security yet. And that's exactly why what I'm about to say matters so much. Because the window to fix certain things without it costing you money is still open. It will not stay open forever. Your full retirement age is 67. Claiming at 62 means a 30% permanent reduction. Waiting until 70 means up to 24% more than your full benefit permanently. Those numbers are set in stone by federal law. What is not set is whether your earnings record is accurate. Let me tell you why this matters. The Social Security Administration has been recording your payroll data since your very first job. That data came from your employers, and every single year there was an opportunity for something to go wrong. A wrong number submitted, a year that got missed, a period of self-employment that didn't get reported correctly, an employer who closed down and whose records vanished. Each uncorrected error reduces your monthly benefit when you eventually claim by approximately $100 per missed year. Multiply that over a 25-year retirement, and one missing year can cost you $30,000 in lifetime benefits. If you worked through the 1980s and 1990s, the era of manual payroll processing, there is a real chance your record has at least 1 year that doesn't accurately reflect what you earned. The fix is straightforward, but it requires documentation, and documentation gets harder to find the longer you wait. U-2 forms, pay stubs, old tax returns. These things are easier to locate now than they will be in 15 or 20 years. So here's what to do. Go to SSA.gov. Open your Social Security statement. Compare the earnings listed for each year against whatever records you have. If something doesn't match, file a request for correction of earnings record with supporting documentation. SSA processes the correction and your record gets updated. Do it now, while you still have the paperwork and while the fix is free. Let me bring it all together by group, so you know exactly what your homework is. If you were born between 1943 and 1954, check whether you're on the right benefit record, especially if you're a widow or widower, and look into whether you're being overcharged on Medicare through an IRMAA surcharge that you can appeal with, Form SSA-44. If you were born between 1955 and 1959, know your exact full retirement age down to the month. Understand the permanent consequences of claiming early. And if you're still working while collecting before full retirement age, understand the earnings test. If you were born between 1960 and 1965, understand what a 30% permanent reduction means in real dollar terms before you make any claiming decision, and check whether the 6-month retroactive lump sum option could work for you. If you were born in 1966 or later, open your Social Security statement at ssa.gov today and verify your earnings record year by year, while you still have time to correct it for free. Here's the bottom line. Social Security gives you exactly what the rules say you're entitled to. Not more, not less. But the rules are different for every birth year, and the SSA does not customize your information. They process applications. They process payments. They process appeals only if you file them. Nobody is going to fight for your benefits except you. The good news is you don't need a financial advisor or an attorney to do any of what I just covered. You need one phone call, one web account, one afternoon at your kitchen table with your statement and a cup of coffee. If this video helped you, please subscribe to Senior Benefits Decoded and ring the bell so you don't miss the next one. Share this with someone you know who's in one of these 4 groups: a sibling, a parent, a neighbor, a friend from church. Most people have no idea their birth year changes the math this dramatically. Until next time, this is Joshua Boss. Take care of yourself and take care of your benefits. I'll see you in the next one.